guys, Gestro Gaming here, and I've got another video for you. So this video is a video of my Hatred Assassin in mid-tier. And, I know that I uploaded, like, before 4.0, I uploaded 1 or 2 Deception games, and I like Deception a lot in, 3.0. But, I took out my Assassin to level, and I had been procrastinating. I've been procrastinating leveling. I've been doing like half a chapter and then logging off, and then 3 days later going on and doing another half a chapter. It's like, I don't know, it's slow. And I was like, okay, so Deception probably won't be the best for leveling, but Hatred possibly could be better because, you know, it's got Death Field, it's got the dots, you know, it's got a little more kind of leveling, you know, less things on cooldown and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll play Hatred, and then I was like, well, I might as well try out a PvP game, and I did really, really well. That was the game I did 2.7 million damage in, and I did like 3k DPS. I was very happy. And obviously it was mostly dot damage, but I felt it was a lot of fun. You know, it was so much fun to play. The playstyle was great. But at 3.0, I hated it, and it was still really bad in 3.0. They had nerfed it from the beginning of 3.0 to the end, and it was just worse. You know, the dot spread got nerfed and everything. But now that I'm coming back to it kind of like a clean slate, I really like it, and I think it's going to be my main spec on my Assassin here. So, a couple changes. You know, you get more increased kind of damage on a couple of your dots and stuff. The main thing that kind of was the last nerf in 3.0 is instead of Death Field spreading your dots, now Lacerate spreads your dots. And that was kind of like a deal breaker for a lot of people because that meant you had to literally line up your dot spread perfectly. They had to be like, you wouldn't get as many off just because, you know, you're not going to be really into perf vicinity a lot. So I usually do whenever, even if I don't even know if I have dots on, I just do it. Because it's like, it's so rare that you actually get a nice dot spread off. They really have to be close together because Lacerate doesn't do much, you know, it doesn't have that much of a range. So that was kind of a deal breaker, but I actually like the spec a lot now. I'm enjoying it a lot. And this game was very nice. So I don't do that great of a damage. Don't even bother with the damage. I do like 700k damage or something. But that's like nothing for the spec. But what is interesting is I do a lot of little like 1v1s and stuff. So we were going over snow here, and I was like, okay, that's clear. Why don't we just go and get grass? Because I was like, at this point I was just feeling so confident. I was like, I can probably take them. And we go over to grass, and it's 2 people. Actually, I don't remember. I think I go over there, but we do end up getting it. And I do defending, and I do some cool little solo fights. And the sniper backed off. I don't know why. I guess he thought we wouldn't be able to do it. But I went in, and this I think it was a Sorc here. Yeah, the Sorc leaves, and okay, I'm like, I could probably take both of them anyway if I wanted to, but I just really easily kill this jug here. Just watch. I'm, you know, setting up my dots, setting up my demolish, putting on my discharge, and then I'm kind of using this like part under the turret here to like line of sight. And I learned that from this Venus. He does that very well in his Scoundrel playing Ruffian. And then I'm just kind of trying to spread the dots here. You know, I see it was in the middle of the Lacerate when he stunned me. And then I kind of use a cooldown, and then I go down, he dies to my dots, and then I'm like, okay, this will be easy, it's a Sorc. So I kill both of them, and I cap the turret, and then there's like another 1v1, which I kind of wanted to show you, but that was cool. I don't usually guard and take turrets like this, like take turrets that aren't your own by myself. I thought it was kind of cool. And then I also do some defending, which I just cut out here. There's a split coming up to the next part with some action. And yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. At this point, I was just like, screw damage, I'm having so much fun. I did defend for like a good few minutes, but I don't care. I think that was definitely worth it. And that's really what kind of Assassin is made for, is both specs really are really good 1v1 specs. They're a lot of fun. And I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I really want to get him to 65 to see how he does and stuff, but, you know, so here's that Sorc again that left earlier, so he comes back and starts to cap. I very much deny him. With my dodge and stuff. Demolish is very powerful. You know, I set up my discharge on. I do like a melee attack such as my assault or whatever it's called, and then that procs my discharge. I mean, not my discharge, excuse me. My demolish, and then I can free cast that. Then also we got coming up, we got 2 more group fights. We got There's pretty cool coming here, and I just kind of attack them. So yeah, I really like this spec a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this because I know a lot of people like the Deception game I put up, but it's so much fun for me. And it does well, obviously, it does well for it's got the best, but the thing is, it's just really well supported. I don't really care about. I mean, it's nice to do 2.7 million damage every single game. You know, that doesn't really happen. And then with Deception, you're doing less damage. You're doing less damage overall, but you kind of have more of a burst. I feel like under the right circumstances, and if you play your class correctly, like your spec, more like it, Hatred still has that burst. You know, the dots demolish hits pretty hard. You got your assassinate proc, which hits pretty hard too. What else? You got your stuns, you got your death field. You know, if you use reckless on your force lightning, if you like, I probably wouldn't play this in range unless I really devote myself. Like I wouldn't go into a ranked match like right after this. You know, in Hatred, I probably would go in Deception because it has the more burst. But Hatred, you know, reg's perfectly fine. It's awesome. It's very viable. And everyone kind of thinks Bioware screwed it over, and it did, but it's still a lot of fun to play regardless. But a lot of people still prefer Deception just because of its burst and because of its very easy kind of spec to play. When I first played it, it was very hard to get used to in circumstantial PvP because, you know, you had to find a way to basically set up all your dots without using all your energy, because some of this stuff is pretty like energy inefficient. You know, the Creeping Terror costs a lot. You know, I actually took Maul off my hotbar because it took up 40 force, and I could not afford to use 40 force out of my 100 force, and I didn't really need it. So it's actually sitting in that little hotbar right next to my mini map because I could never use it. So yeah, and you know, a Shadow Stride again is nice. It's kind of handy. It's just kind of like a gap closer. In Deception, though, it'll grant you 3 stacks of your discharge or whatever. So you really want to use that sparingly. But I haven't actually played Deception in 4.0 yet. So I might, if you guys really want me to play Deception, I will. I probably will end up doing it anyway. But we'll see. We'll see about that. So if you guys want me to, just let me know. But I'm having a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll be able to get this guy up to 65. I think I'm just doing it through PvP. And if you're hearing my chair creak, it's just my chair on my desk. Hopefully I'll be able to do PvP and stuff. Yeah, otherwise that's pretty much it. Sorry I'm doing a lot of scoundrel videos. I'm now 42 and I got Blood Boiler, so I'm probably gonna do a video. I want to take a break from that because they're not getting the best view count. My marksman games and my other PvP games and stuff are getting more of a view count. And also here I get Invincible, which I thought was kind of cool. I have never gotten Invincible on this character. And I've gotten Invincible a couple times in my Jug and my Operative, but that was it, you know. So I thought that was kind of cool. Out of all the specs, Hatred kind of made me Invincible. This is a really cool game, though. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. If you have any, like always, if you have any more suggestions for classes, specs, and stuff, please let me know. Put them down in the comments, and I guess I will see you guys in the next video. So just like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, and yeah, so I'll see you next time. See you guys.
Enemy has seized the gun battery.